Welcome to the GCC Podcast presented by gatewAI. Today we have the honor of hosting Dr. Sanjeev Rastogi, a trailblazer in the world of global capability centers, and the Chief Executive Officer of the GCC at Adani Group. He is on Global Advisory Board of the Shared Services and Outsourcing Network as well. Dr. Rastogi leads India's first ever multi-industry, multifunctional GCC. It's a groundbreaking initiative that redefines business services. With a stellar career in global business services, he is a recognized expert in driving large scale transformations and delivering extraordinary business outcomes. Dr. Rastogi's career is a testament to excellence and visionary leadership. Join us as we explore his journey, insights into the evolving GCC landscape, and the secrets behind building organizations that deliver unparalleled value and innovation. Let's dive into this enriching conversation right now.
Thank you, Suchita, and I'm very happy that I'm connected today with you. Thank you very much for a nice introduction as well.
Thank you so much. So, my first question to you is around the industry leadership you've had, the role and the position you've had. As a seasoned leader with experience in multinationals, right, in the past, what are your insights on the emergence of Indian origin global capability centers, which is very, very new to India, to a lot of India originated companies? How do you envision this budding concept actually evolving? And what opportunities and challenges do you foresee for the Indian companies establishing their own GCCs in India?
I think thanks, Suchita, for asking that question.
Sure.
And that question has been asked to me quite a few, many times in many forums that why would Adani Group or why would an Indian company set up a GCC? While
Yes.
multinationals, they have their parents sitting anywhere in Europe, North America, Latin America, APAC,
Yes.
and labor arbitrage, consolidation, and some processing work comes here. While some of the global GCCs have moved on the value chain in terms of R&D, IT, digital landscape, and if you have a GCC or a capability center, that really helps drive not only the consolidation of processes, but helps you to scale faster, helps you to digitize the processes, helps you to create one source of truth, one source of data, creates assurance. And look at an example in my current organization. We have 11 listed entities on the in Indian Stock Exchange. Globally, we are listed and we raise funds. We work out of more than 600 sites in India. So GCC helps us to consolidate, bring uniformity in process, and so I see this as a journey for us, which is consolidation, standardization. We are looking at automation and transformation, then creating a value add for the group. And it's one process, one control, one governance, one source of truth. And that's the way the organizations want it to be. So it's not about the cost India to India. There may not
Yes.
be a cost labor arbitrage, but the advantages of doing a GCC for an Indian conglomerate or Indian company is huge. One, you can digitize everything. You can bring the scale on this. You can bring assurance. You can bring one source of truth. You can bring scalability. You can implement systems, and you can bring with the new technologies like AI, artificial intelligence, analytics, a
Yes.
lot of business insights which will help you to grow faster, which helps you the business. So not only you in the Indian ecosystem, you are not just a back office. You are integrated into processes. You are integrated into the organizations, and you play a strategic role in driving the business objectives. And that's a key difference between a global GCC and an Indian conglomerate, because some of the decisions you take in the business may be driven through the Indian GCC or with Indian center. And that's how I say that this is the way to go for Indian collaborates, Indian companies. And don't look at labor arbitrage. The value we generate through business insights, through consolidation, standardization, productivity are huge.
Yes.
And the scalability is one thing. And secondly, as you know, the world is changing around us. There was a report on McKinsey that 70% of the companies in the next 3 to 4 years on S&P will move out. So if you need to be flexible to change your business models, if you need to change something in your business, GCC enables it, and that's why it becomes so much of mandatory that you need to have a capability which helps you to do this efficiently and more smoothly. And that's one of the compelling reasons I believe that Indian companies will build these centers and will help them to deliver better results, better control on their numbers, processes, and take the organization to the next level.
Great response. Actually, you helped clear a lot of my own doubts, and I'm sure a lot of our listeners will also understand why is it imperative for Indian companies also to consider having GCCs, GCC operations in India. So thank you. I mean, you spoke about consolidation, standardization, along with the use of tech. That's great. But that brings me to the next question, which is how can GCCs foster a culture of innovation and talent development? And what are the strategies that can be employed to attract, retain, and upskill top talent? Because it's a very competitive landscape. You are an Indian organization, and there are multiple MNCs that offer similar, roles to candidates that are the top talent that everyone wants to attract.
I think a very good question, Suchita, again. See, GCCs are going to be the talent hubs, and especially in our group, the way we have gone about setting up GCC is that we are going to generate the future leaders from the group. So, if you see in some of the processes, a major part of the organization would sit in GCC, will drive that initiatives of automation, transformation, adopting new technologies, a mix of people, both Gen Zs, millennials, and the baby boomers, bringing in new talent, bringing new technologies, gives enough opportunities for people to learn new things, and also one place where you will do finance, you will do HR, you will do techno commercial, you will do IT, you will do n number of processes from analytics to anything. So a person who wants to build a career in an organization doesn't have to look, because in a multinational GCC you only get mandates to do certain things. The opportunities are limited. But in a group like us or Indian multinationals where you are consolidating all the processes under one roof, the opportunity of a person to move and learn new things, co-locating with other peers of yours in HR, finance, you learn new systems, new technologies, and adopt them, and you build your career. And the way I see that GCC will be a talent hub, the future CFOs, the super CHROs, the CPOs will come from the GCC because the kind of knowledge they will have, not only of systems and processes, and they will also drive the transformation agenda of the organization. So great opportunity for people to be in part of the GCCs. We have got so many requests. People wanted to move from business to GCC because they want to learn new things. I also believe that 70% of your process organization or your transaction organization will sit in the GCCs. 30% of your future leaders would come from the GCCs. So, and what we are doing is we are building a talent. We are investing in our talent to upgrade themselves, upskill themselves. So GCCs allow you to right skill, first of all, get the right people for the right job. And
Yes.
secondly, upskill your people with the new technologies, new ways of working, new systems, and also invest in their education and upward education. So I think one umbrella, multiple processes, new skills, new technologies, multiple things to do, and build your not only system knowledge but also your functional knowledge, and you become a great asset to the organization, and that can only happen in the GCC.
Sure. I think thank you so much because all of us are seeing the advancement and the leaps that the space in GCCs is making. And like you said, sky's the limit. There's so much to do. So that's a great thought and very positive. Moving on to how do you see the future? You did touch upon technology very briefly in the first question that I posed to you. I want to know what do you think? How are GCCs going to leverage AI and emerging technologies as we move forward, especially keeping a lens on the way Indian organizations would adapt to technology intake as we grow the economy?
A very good question again, Suchita. So, I would say that technology will create an excellence in whatever we do. The technology will bring efficiency. First, E for me. The second E is effectiveness, the assurance of the process, how good or well it is being done. And the third is uh, uh, efficiency, effectiveness, and experience. So today, if you look at what we are implementing is when you get a candidate on board and we hire roughly around 10,000 people every year. We do. So what kind of experience you are able to create for the people who are coming to join us?
Yes.
And technology can help you do that. You get technology to talk to people, connect with them, go into a self-service mode, help them to do things faster, and create an experience for them. Why a person who joins us would like to see where I can go and do anything which is seamless, which is touchless, and I'm able to do myself, and I'm satisfied. So technology will make a very agile organization, a very nice experience, and will create scalability, effectiveness, quality, and also efficiency in the way we do things.
Yes.
And with the efficiency, I mean not reduction of headcount, but using the headcount
Higher
into much more
productivity.
higher end and value add work,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
there's no point in my punching invoices every day in house or just applying cash. But I
Yes.
would like to see, can I do reconciliations? Can I do some kind of checks, effectiveness and balances? Then what? Just punching the data, and that's not the intent. The technology is here to move you up to the value chain, provided you upskill yourself. So that is what I feel technology will do. And that's what we want to do, not only for internal stakeholders, but external stakeholders, and create a different experience and ecosystem. And that can only happen with adoption of new technologies. Yes, you need to see what is good for you, what fits for you, because in the changing environment, you need to have use cases before you go full fledged.
Yes.
But once you have a strategy in place, technology will enable it.
Yeah. I love the way you use the usage of, I mean, the way you share the usage of technology for being more transparent, sharing more information. I think no one's touched upon this topic, especially with the external parties like shareholders, with, your internal employees, partners, everyone. So thank you so much. That brings me to the last section of this podcast, and that's a personal, easy one. We'd like to know you more as an individual. There are only three questions, and we need quick answers to that. Who inspires you the most in your professional journey?
If you ask me, honestly, in the last 8 9 months, I have worked with Gautam Bhai, and then
Okay.
he's truly a very inspiring leader.
Yes.
And the kind of work I have done with him, and the kind of learnings I had, the strategy, the vision, the passion, and sincerity and hard work, I think that is unparalleled. I've never seen in my life. So he's definitely motivated me enough to do
Wow.
whatever I do.
Yes.
So he's definitely a very big role model for me. What I have learned with him and whatever time I've spent with him in the last 6 7 months.
That's great. Actually, we wish you good luck on the new role. It's a big charter. It's an excellent role. So, moving on to the next question. What's your favorite cuisine other than Indian? I know all of us love Indian food because of the flavors, but anything other than Indian, what's your next best food that you
Yeah,
love?
I'm a strictly vegetarian guy.
Me
Uh,
too.
yeah.
Okay,
So other than the Indian cuisine, I would say I love bit of Italian cuisine.
great. And my last one is, which is your favorite city that you visited for work outside of India?
See, there are a couple of them. One which I really liked. I've been so I like Switzerland as a workplace because of the nature around it. You are in the midst of nature, and so Basel was one of the very favorite because I've visited at least 20 30 times in my career. The second city which comes closer to this is San Francisco. I love the ecosystem. I love the air. I love the culture there because with my HP days, I used to travel very frequently to Palo Alto
Okay.
and California. So, if given a choice, I think Switzerland and Basel in particular and SFO, I would
Yes.
say.
So I've been to Basel and I was equally amazed by the cuteness of that town. It's just, and it's not so popular, but especially the river that flows there, the
Yes, yeah.
bridge by, it's beautiful.
Thames. No, no, not the
Yes.
Thames. That's the other river. Yeah.
It's a thing, yes, but it's beautiful. So thank you so much for this, for giving us your insights and telling us how why we were very keen on getting you here. Is you doing something which is very pioneering, having an Indian large organization set up its GCC. So it's extremely interesting to get your insights. So thank you for the time.